My child, your response to this moment will shape what happens next. You may feel this is just another voice among many. But deep inside you already sense that something is different here. That these words mean something. At this moment, I can see something that you can't see. I also know what is going on around you right now. You have been warned, and I don't mean it lightly. Don't turn away. Don't think about anything else while I talk. Because if you don't do this, you might miss the safety and direction you've been asking me for. This is not a faraway voice. There is no silence between us. I need to talk to you quickly because time is moving quickly for you. Something is taking shape in front of you. Something that could hurt you if you don't know what it is. Please hear me right. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to watch over you. And keeping you safe sometimes means telling you the hard truth. Little signs have been getting by you. Small, quiet pushes. Times that were meant to make you take it easy. I reached out to you every time you thought something wasn't right, guiding you away from things that could hurt you. You kept moving though. You told yourself it would be okay. That was the promise you made to yourself. With all the love I have for you, I'm telling you now that later has come. Close your eyes and pay close attention. Because what you learn next could save you from a regret that will last for years. I've been nice to you before. I spoke in a whisper. I got there late. When a parent sees their child walking toward a cliff, they don't keep whispering. He makes a noise. That's why I can hear my voice clearly. Now, if I don't want to lose your attention, I'm going to push through all the other things going on around me. You are at a crossroads, and what you do next is more important than you think. In times like these, the choices you make can either lead you to peace or to trouble that wasn't meant for you. I don't want you to be perfect. I want you to pay attention. You've been strong for a long time, carrying heavy things without telling anyone. But real strength also knows when to stop, be still, and let God lead them. Now is that time. If these words touch your heart, please answer me right now. To show that you understand, say Amen. Don't hide that Amen anymore. As your answer to this call, type Amen in the space below. You are putting down a stone to remember that you heard His voice today when you write it. Now you can find everything I've talked about on this channel in one place. These are all in the Daily Miracle Manual, the prayers, the lessons, and the daily blessings. There is a link in the text. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. I can see the fear you don't talk about. I can see the thoughts that go around your head at night. The fear that sticks out like a stone in your chest. There is a real thing that needs your attention. So even though you push it away, it keeps coming back. I'm not far away from your struggle. I'm with you inside it. That close. It feels like your heartbeat giving you step-by-step help. Sometimes it feels like no one in the world gets what you're going through. But know this, you are not alone. What's coming won't hurt you. But it will test you if you don't get ready for it. That's why I can be heard so clearly now. Being aware is the first step in getting ready. In order to respond, you need to be able to see what is coming next. I didn't make you weak. I gave you strength a long time ago. Now, I want you to use it wisely. Pay close attention to the people around you, the things that are happening, and the choices that you need to make. Things that look good aren't always meant for you. I don't have to take every open path. You have had doubts about some decisions, and those doubts were not random. It was my hand on your shoulder that made you move more slowly and protected your peace. Now more than ever, trust that feeling. It's one way I talk to you. I know you're worn out for a long time. I know you've been waiting for a breakthrough, answers, or the fog to clear. Listen to this. You are being given clarity right now, but you have to be ready to take it. Don't try to rush through this moment to find something easier or more comfortable. The truth can be heavy at first before it makes you feel better. But my truth will always keep you safe. You're not getting in trouble. You're not being left behind. Even now, when my voice sounds urgent and my words hit you hard in the heart, you're being led. I care about what goes on with you. While something this important is at stake, I'm not going to keep quiet. No one else can carry the weight of your life. And I won't stand by and watch you fall without reaching out and catching you one more time. Around you, there are patterns that keep happening over and over again. You have seen them. There is no one else around. When you quietly count them, when you felt something wasn't right, you told yourself it wasn't important and hoped it would go away on its own. I'm telling you the truth, my child. It won't change unless you do something different. That's why I'm calling you harder now than I did before. It's not possible to treat this time like any other. You now have a chance to stop what has been slowly building against you. A lot of people don't stop to hear this. You did. That's not a mistake. And it's not a small matter. I purposely ran into your path to bring you here. The next few steps in your life are too important to leave to chance. Now stay with me. Take a moment to forget about all the noise in the world. Relax your mind so you can understand what I'm going to show you. I'll say what the danger is. I'll show you how to get through it. You have forgotten how strong you are because of the fog of these last few seasons. So, I will remind you of who you are. You never got over it. I never left you. Did you hear what just came out? It has to do with the thing you've been secretly praying about. The full guide with every daily prayer and spiritual tool I've made to help you grow in your faith is at the bottom of the page. The Daily Miracle Manual is the name of it. Please stay with me now, because as this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our COEF community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Now I'll show you what I've been keeping you safe from, so you can understand why my warning was so strong. Things have been going in a certain way in your life. It has looked different in different places with different people and because of different choices. But at its core, it is still the same. There have been times when you jumped into things too quickly, trusted too easily, and said, yes, before your spirit was done talking. It's not that you're not careful. The reason is that your heart is open and you mean well. That being said, not everything around you is good. And that's where the danger starts. It was linked to the next step you were going to take. It wasn't just another choice. It was a way in. And waiting behind that doorway in new clothes was the same pain you had already felt. You would have asked yourself the same question you did before. Why does this keep happening to me? Why do good things start to go bad? I'm going to break that cycle for you now. You have to work with me though. Moving the way you used to is where trouble always starts. So don't go back to it. There is also a voice close by that has lied to you. It could come from a close friend or family member or from something that doesn't seem dangerous at first glance. There were times when you had doubts about it. There were times when your spirit didn't feel right. They were there, but you pushed them aside because you didn't want to be difficult and keep the peace. Now, I'm telling you that those feelings were not suspicion. It was a warning. They were mine. You've worked really hard not to make people mad, not to ask tough questions, and not to let anyone down. And because of that, things have come into your life that you should have stopped at the door. This is where you need to get stronger. I'm not angry. I'm calm. You can take a step back. You can refuse to do something. You have time to think before you agree. That doesn't mean you're mean. It makes you smart. And smart people are strong. Know this and keep it close. Even if an opportunity looks like a blessing, it's not always one. They say good things about them. But you can't see the bad things that happen until you're in them. That's why you shouldn't rush even if something seems important. If something is really for me, it won't tell you to shut down your inner warning. It won't force you to do something before you're calm. I never lead under stress. I would never lead you through panic. Anything that makes you rush is not carrying my voice. So check out what's in front of you. Think about the decision you were about to make or the way you were leaning. Do you feel calm when you think about it? Or do you feel a tightness, a hurry, or a quiet dread that you keep down? That difference is more important than making sense. It's not as important how things look. It's more important than what other people say. One of the clearest signs I give you is peace. And there is something wrong when there is no peace. But I also understand why you've been rushing. You feel like you're behind. When you think about where you thought you'd be now, the gap between that picture and your life has made you run. Listen up. You're not late. I didn't turn you down. I just blocked your way. They were saved. You have cursed delays in the dark, but some of those delays were what kept you from going away. Back then, you couldn't see it. I'm going to show you now. The road splits in two right ahead of you. It looks like going one way is easier, faster, and more comfortable. It says it will help right away. There are, however, hidden costs that will become clear over time. That kind of loss that you wouldn't know about until it was too late. You feel less sure and faster going the other way. But it has lasting peace and solid ground. You were leaning toward the first path even though you didn't know how heavy it was. That's why I moved out of the way of you. Listen to this about the loss. I'm going to turn you away. It wouldn't have been a big crash. It would have been quiet a little at a time. It would have taken away your peace of mind, your confidence, and your ability to find your way slowly enough for you to get used to it. You would have thought it was fine. One day you would have woken up somewhere other than where you were supposed to be. Not sure how you got there by drifting. If you want to avoid a problem, you should always try to stop it before it starts. You got back together before. I saw you do it. I saw how much work it took, how much you weighed, the late nights it took to get back on track. I still remember how much that cost you. I won't stand by and watch you pay that price again if I can help it. I remember why this warning is here. No matter how hard you try to forget, now here's what I want from you. Take it easy. Be careful with your yes. Ask yourself what makes you rush. Pay attention to the voice that makes you feel good but makes you feel uneasy. And don't think of hesitation as a sign of weakness when you need to make a choice. You can think of it as my hand stopping you from going too far. That moment of doubt has already saved you many times. You can stop what's going to happen. You were never that. The strength I gave you is still there. That thing has only been hidden by doubt. I'm now bringing it to the surface so you can grab it. If you believe my warning comes from love, say it with confidence. Raise your hand if you agree with me. Now, click the like button now if you think this message is for you. God's favor will start to flow into your life when you like this video. It's a simple act of faith that lets His blessings flood in. Now, I need to talk about trust because everything else I say will depend on it. You say you believe me. You say you need my help. There is no oil in a lamp that only lives in words. Though the moment it costs you something, trust is real. As soon as you hand me what you're holding before he went up the mountain, Abraham didn't know what I could give him. He didn't know what water could hold until he got off the boat. My child, you have been holding on tight to your life. Your worries, your plans, and your money are all squished together in your fist. I get why you've been scared of lack before. Having little ones has taught your hands how to hold on, but a fist that is closed can't take in anything new. I need an open hand for everything I want to put in your life. Faith has always been shown with an open hand. It states, I believe you are who you say you are. That's why I want you to show me your trust today, not just say it. My child, I want you to give some of what you have, something real, to the altar of this work, like putting gold on the scales of this calling. Let it be a seed planted in deep water or an offering set on stone. Don't be afraid to do it. This shows that you trust me to provide and that your heart no longer longs for lack. When you let go with faith, it stays in your life. It moves ahead of you into the harvest I'm getting ready for. Remember the woman who was alone in the temple. Many people gave from their plenty that day, and the coins they put in the box made a loud sound. Men thought she only gave them 2 small pieces, which wasn't much. She gave more than any of them, though, because she did it out of trust, not because she had extra money. I've never judged an offering by how big it is. I judge it by what it says about the heart that lets it out. Hers said she thought I would hold her tomorrow, and I did. Let me go back to the path in front of you, so you can see more. The threat I told you about was never more dangerous than you. It was strong only when you couldn't see it. As soon as you opened your eyes, it let go of you. This is why being aware is one of the best ways to stay safe. I gave it to you. When you see a trap, it's already half broken. Things that try to hide from light can't live in it. You also need to let go of something else. Something has been pulling you out of the shadows because they don't want to miss out because you were afraid. You said yes to things that your spirit told you not to. You jumped because you thought the door would close quickly if you stopped to pray. Please hear me right. Because you took the time to be sure. What I set aside for you can't be lost. My blessings will never end as long as you look for me. Only fakes need to be done quickly. Don't be afraid. For a long time, it has been pointing you in the wrong direction by telling you that delay is wise and delay is loss. It's the other way around. You always ran into seasons that took years to end when you were in a hurry. Every time you waited for me, the way opened up on its own. If you are honest with yourself, you will see this all over your own story. There are also times when you need to know the difference between what seems important and what really is. The yells of urgency, the important sounds. The urgent needs an answer before it gets dark. The important thing is waiting for you in a quiet place as patient as morning. A lot more often than not I whisper when I talk. People who learn to listen for me there are almost never fooled. Elijah couldn't find me in the fire or the wind. He found me in the quiet voice. As I teach you this, there is a reason for it. In the next part of your life, you'll have to make decisions quickly. Sounds that push you. Moments that are meant to make you act before you think. You will be pulled off the path over and over again if you don't learn the difference between pulling and leading. This is what you are learning now. Though if you learn it, you will be able to walk through noisy rooms and only hear me. While you listen, I want you to also pay attention to what's been going on inside you. The weight you were carrying when you started to move has begun to lift. That's not something you made up. That's what happens when someone is ready to hear the truth. There can't be more confusion where people want clarity. When faith stands up, fear can't stay put. You brought heavy things with you to this moment and you will leave it lighter. Not because things changed for you in the last few minutes, but because they did. Keep hold of what you are getting here. Don't throw it away when things get loud again. When a seed falls on good soil, it grows roots and more seeds. If the seed falls on the path, it is picked up and eaten. Be the good ground. Watch out for what is being planted in you right now. Pray over it and come back to it when everyone else tries to tell you it didn't happen. Because I'm not done with you yet. I have shown you so far the danger that is near the door. The letting go that will empty your hands so I can fill them is the next step. You'll have to do more for this part, but you're ready for it now more than you were an hour ago. Don't be afraid of what I ask you to give up when I ask my kids to stay with me. I only ask them to give up something better in return. Now, it's time to release. And I'm not going to lie and say this is easy. There are some things in your life that are over, even if you don't agree with that yet. You stuck with them because you knew what they said, not because it was right. It's possible to feel safe when you're with people you know. But it's also possible to feel trapped in a cage with the door open and you pacing inside it out of habit. You need to take a good look at what you've been carrying and answer a simple question. Does this make me feel calm, or do I only keep it because I've put it away for so long? Some of the answers are already in your head. There is a certain thought that crossed your mind as I spoke. What you've been trying to change and make work in the hopes that it will become what you need it to be. You've made a lot of excuses for it, but deep down you know it's not where you're supposed to be. The blockage you keep praying for me to remove is caused by holding it. My child, you hold the mountain in place so that I can't move it sometimes. Let go is not the same as failing. Listen to that again. Let go is not the same as failing. It is smart to do what is right instead of what is easy. You won't lose anything when you let go of what I've marked for release. You listen and obey. When you obey, I can always give you what you've been waiting for. Before the wheat grain can grow, it has to fall to the ground. Before the new outfit can be worn, the old one has to be taken off. Things have always been done this way in my kingdom. I know that your heart builds strong bonds. I made that heart and I love how it loves. But the same love that keeps you loyal also makes it hard to leave things that hurt you. Trust is what you called it. It was sometimes loyalty to something that is broken and can't be fixed is not loyalty. It's a weight. Your life was meant to go somewhere, not stay in the same place year after year, making the path smooth with your waiting. Also, take a look at the doors that have shut behind you. The ones you were sad about. The ones you hit hard after they were closed. I shut them not to hurt you, but to protect you. It was quiet in heaven when you asked me why, and you thought maybe I had forgotten about you. We will never forget you. Some of those doors led to places where you could not stay alive. That which you called rejection was really redirection. I was there between you and what you couldn't see behind the door when you called it silence as well. New doors are already opening quietly without making any noise or making an announcement right now. Chances, connections, and moments are being set up just for you. You have to be in the right spot though to be able to walk through them. When your arms are around the old, you can't go into the new. This is why letting go is so important. It's not about being empty. It's about being ready. You need to lay down one more thing. And this one is closer to the bone. It's the old version of you. You have worn labels that were put on you by hard times, mean people, and your own harsh evaluation of your past. Failed, not smart. It's too late. Not enough. I didn't come up with those names. I've never called you by them. And you should stop answering when they call. You're not the same person who did those old wrong things. You are the one who lived through them and learned from them. There is a big difference between them. I don't see a record of your worst days when I look at you. I see what you are becoming and what I made you. I built my church on Peter, even though he turned me down 3 times. I didn't judge him by his worst night. And I won't judge you by yours either. Let go of the guilt you've been carrying around for Adept. I already forgiven you. Keep going back to it like a debt collector, asking yourself to pay over and over again. The bill has been paid though. I close the ledger when I forgive. I've taken away your failures as far away from you as the east is from the west. You are the only one who still has them, and I want you to put them down today. Let go of the people you no longer need without anger or noise. Not every breakup needs a war. There are some things that end just because their time is up, and you can remember the good things about them while moving on. Feel good about blessing them and then take a step. You don't have to follow someone where they go just because you love them. Don't wait until it's easy to let go. That day will never come. A lot of the time, obedience doesn't wait for feelings to agree. When Abraham left his home country, he didn't know where he was going. The fishermen left their nets full of fish. They would have died next to the shore where I first called them. If they had waited until the leaving to feel safe, get up while it costs you something. That's when the moving really matters. That's when heaven starts to notice. Don't think that the pain of letting go is a sign that you made the wrong choice when it comes back. You put time, hope, and heart into it. And the pain is just the weight of that investment leaving your hands. It's okay. The peace that comes after doesn't go away. It felt good to walk without the chains you had forgotten you were wearing. You'll learn everything you were afraid of about yourself on that first morning of freedom, because what goes away at my word was never meant to go further with you. There is no power on earth that can take away what is left, what I chose for you. Believe in the pruning. Being cruel doesn't get the gardener any cuts. He cuts the branch so it can finally bear the fruit it was made to bear. You are that branch, my child, and soon you will be able to bear fruit. Now, if you're ready to help with the pruning, please write this in the comments. I release what you are releasing. Those words should be the open hand. He is ready to go. Tell someone who needs it this word from the prophet. Sharing activates the anointing and extends the breakthrough to your network. You make it possible for other people to have their own breakthrough when you share. Now that your hands are opening, I must speak to you about your mind. Because the battle you are in is won or lost there first. The danger I warned you about was not only outside of you. You could feel some of it in the thoughts you let stay. You didn't think about where the feelings came from as you followed them. If you don't guard small openings, they grow into big gates. You were about to close them when I stopped you. Now I am teaching you how to keep them closed. Protect your mind like a watchman protects a city at night. Not every thought that knocks should be let in. Not every emotion that comes up should have a throne. Thoughts that come to you in your own voice were never really yours. They are the sound of old wounds, doubt seed spread by hard times, and fears grown fat on worry at midnight. Learn to stand at the gate and ask each person, do you serve chaos or peace? What serves confusion? Turn away. I'm not telling you to clear your mind. Could you please renew it? Fill it with what is true, what is noble, what is worthy of the life I am building in you. Weeds grow on their own in an empty field. Weeds can't grow in a field that has good seed though. Because of this, I keep bringing you back to my words, prayer, and the quiet place. Not as a duty, but as a seed. The pause is a secret to strength that not many people know. What happens to you and how you react to it give you power. You've moved quickly, especially when things get tough or when fear takes over. Your quick reactions have led you to make decisions that don't really show what's in your heart. But when you stop, even for a second or a prayer, you let me talk before you move on. That little bit of silence is where wisdom comes in. That's where the better roads start. At first, being calm won't feel like strength. The world has taught you that power is the loudest answer given the fastest. But think about this. A city with broken walls is open to everyone. And that city is a spirit that has no hold on itself. One who controls his own spirit is stronger than one who takes over other people's. Every time you hold your tongue, when anger begs to speak, every time you wait a day before answering what demands an hour, you are growing mightier in the way that matters. Tell me about your faith right now, if you have it. Now is the time to really say, Amen. Another habit I want you to break is the one of constantly going over the same thoughts in search of certainty that life can't give you. Before you take a single step, you try to fully understand everything. If you can't, you stop moving. This has cost you times when trust alone would have helped you get through them. I'm not telling you to give up being wise. It needs to be married to trust. You don't have to figure everything out in your head before you can live it. When you walk with me, it's always been with a lamp, never first light. The word I speak only lights the next step in front of you, not the whole path to the moon. People who wait until they can see every mile don't move. People who take the lit step, on the other hand, find that each step after it lights up. This is how I've always raised my kids. Not for the year, but for the day. A cloud during the day, a fire at night, and one trip at a time. I'd also like to talk to you about how quickly your heart trusts others. That is a beauty, not a flaw. But beauty needs to go with smarts. You have given your trust to people who didn't deserve it. You've already paid for that more than once. From now on, trust should be built slowly, tested gently, and shown over time. Pay attention to what people do when they get nothing from you. Listen to how they talk about other people when those other people aren't there. That's where you can find out the truth about someone. Be as smart as a snake and as pure as a dove. I said this a long time ago and it still holds true. Keep being kind. Don't close your heart. But do not post wisdom at its door. You don't have to be blind to be kind. You can love someone deeply without giving them the keys to your peace. They don't hate each other. They show that a person has grown up as a soul. Fear should not be used as an answer when your thoughts turn against you at night or when the old accusations hit you hard. Instead, use what I have said about you. You are mine. You're being called. You are kept. Say it out loud. Even if it's in the dark, because the truth spreads what worry feeds on silence. Your soul's enemy is still the same old bad guy. He does the same ones over and over because they worked before. When you no longer believe them, they stop working. I can see how far your mind has come. Once upon a time, one harsh word could ruin your whole day. When one locked door was enough to make you think all of them were locked. You are no longer there. You get better faster. Now you don't agree with the darkness. You question it. Some people praise this kind of growth, but not me because I can't see it. I get it. I promise you that it wasn't wasted. My child, keep taking care of this inner ground because everything you are about to receive will rest on it. For the faithful, a fresh mind is not a luxury. It's what the road ahead is built on. Keep it safe, plant it, and let it rest. It will carry you where your own strength couldn't. Sign up for this channel if you haven't already. By subscribing, you will bring God's prophetic promise and alignment into your life. Being ready to receive His direction is what it means. Now, let me talk about timing because a big part of your anger comes from seeing the wrong time on my clock. You wanted things to go quickly, to feel better right away, and to start seeing results right away. When they didn't show up when you thought they would, you thought something was wrong and that I might have turned my face away. There was no problem. No matter how hungry the person is, fruit picked while it's still green tastes bad. I can't give you something sour even though you beg me to hurry up. I love you too much. Time doesn't get in the way of my promises. It's a part of them. One season leads to the next and you can't skip it. No farmer stands in his field and yells at the ground to move faster. He plants. He tends. He believes the order I carved into the ground is real. That order also controls your life. Things that bother you have a set time and they don't run late. It works perfectly. So learn to wait with purpose instead of getting angry. When you wait with purpose, you keep your hands busy with what's in front of you and your heart open to what's to come. It means that you will build, serve, grow, pray, and give me tomorrow. People who trust don't walk along the shore until the tide comes in. He gets his nets ready because he knows that the tide will always come in. Now, take a moment to feel what's going on around you. Pay attention to the people you talk to and the places you visit. Some of them have been putting more stress on you than you've told them. In some rooms, you leave heavier than when you came in. Some conversations make you feel smaller, less clear, and farther away from yourself. That weight is information. It's telling you where your peace is leaking, and you can't ignore it any longer. You can make space from things that drain you. This isn't anger or rejection. It's being a steward. You can only spend so much peace. And how you spend it will determine how much you have left for important things. It gets harder for you to hear me when you stay in places that bother you for too long. Perhaps it's not because I speak less loudly, but because everything else around you sounds worse. Keep the peace and quiet where you can find me safe. Keep it safe like it's a treasure. You should also stop trying to get approval that you have been after. Too many of your decisions have been based on how other people would see them, on who might question you, and on whose voice would grow cold if you chose to follow me instead of them. My child, you can't fully follow me while looking to the side to see if you can. Fear of people is a trap, and you felt its wire around your ankle more than once. People who walk with me have to answer to me, and that's all that's needed. You don't have to explain every step of obedience to everyone who is watching. It's sometimes best to make the strongest choice without making a fuss or defending it. Let them be curious. They might understand later or they might never understand. And your path will stay the same no matter what. People looked at Noah and shook their heads for years as he built in the open. Every question they ever asked, the rain had an answer. Know this while you wait. Let go and become quiet. You can't see where things are moving. Things are being planned out of sight of your eyes. People you haven't met yet are being put in place. Things are coming together in rooms you have never been to that you could never plan. This is what I do when there is silence that my kids think I'm not there. Everyone but me will think the pieces came out of nowhere when they do. What's coming at you will need a more stable version of you. And that steadiness is taking shape now. In these days we can't see. Take note of the quiet strength that has been growing in you. It's not very loud. It's not necessary. Strong people know when to do something and when to do nothing. When to speak and when to let silence speak for itself. You don't get this kind of strength overnight. It has grown and yours has been getting bigger. Also, pay attention to what doesn't move you anymore. Things that used to pull you no longer do. Invitations that used to make you feel good now just slip by without a word. Some arguments are no longer interesting, and some prizes not seem like prizes anymore. Don't be sad about this change or think it's cold. Your fire is not going out. You are finding out where it goes. After a soul aligns itself, this is what it looks like. Alignment will give you what you could never get by working hard. It doesn't push. It doesn't beg. It goes. The way a river flows after the rocks that blocked it are taken away. You've already had little tastes of it. There were times when everything worked. When the correct word showed up at the right time, when there was enough to meet needs without panic. Those days were not lucky. They were sneak peeks. They showed how life is when you're standing where I put you. Keep your peace while it's still quiet. My child, don't think that nothing is coming because it's quiet before the shift. When a work is deep, it is always quiet. Winter seems like the end of the world to everyone except the gardener who knows what April holds. I know what April has in store for you. I put it there myself, and no amount of frost delay or doubt can keep it in the ground one day past its due date. So stand firm with your lamp lit and your heart at a calm level. What's meant for you is already on its way, moving at the speed of my knowledge instead of your stress. And you'll know why it couldn't have come one season earlier. When it does, you'll be grateful that I made you wait every day. My child, we are now going to walk forward because I never meant for what I showed you tonight to end with a feeling. In the morning, feelings go away. What I gave you is meant to help you get through your days. The way you walk will stay with you long after this voice stops speaking. You no longer feel as rushed as you did at the beginning. It woke you up, but fear was never the voice that led the way. When you walk from here, you'll be clear, not scared. Figure out what has really happened in this hour. You didn't just hear a warning. You switched from one way of living to a different one. You came in responding and are now leaving responding. You came in with your hands tight and left with your hands open. You didn't listen to your own doubts when you came in. And as you leave, you'll be listening to them. That bridge is real. And no one can help you cross it again unless you want to. But also listen to how honest I am. Being aware of this can fade if you don't take care of it. Not all at once. Slowly but surely, comfort will come back and it steals softly. The noise will get louder again. The old habits will try to get to you. One small mistake at a time, the fog can come back in. Don't let it happen. What you got here was too valuable for you to give up without being careful. Watch out. Do not end the pause. Keep the place where we meet quiet because this has always been a partnership. You have to listen to what I say. I'll warn you, but you have to answer. I'll open doors for you, but you have to step over the threshold first. I don't move my kids around like chess pieces. They make choices, and I walk with them and speak to them. That's what I told them to do. You did your part today. You stayed and listened. Now you play your part during the day, at night, and in decisions that no one will ever see. So you don't miss me, let me tell you how I'll talk to you in the next few days. I'll show up as peace that settles in when you choose one path over another. You will feel a check in your spirit before you say the wrong thing. I will come to you through a word that comes from two different directions twice in 1 week. I will come in the quiet voice that waits below all the noise. It won't be loud at all. It will all be me. And if you trip, which you will, please don't use it as a reason to separate us. Do not wait to come to me. Don't feel bad for a week before you pray. As soon as you turn, I'll be facing you. From a long way away, the dad saw his son and ran. Don't forget that the dad ran. That's who I am and always will be to you. Even on your worst day, I will always be merciful. And even during your slowest season, I will always be patient. Carry other people carefully as you go. They are watching how you walk. Even if they don't say anything, they are the people you name in the dark before bed and the ones whose problems you pray for. You are not allowed to tell them what to do. And I don't want you to be steady on your path and let your life speak for itself. A lamp doesn't try to fight the darkness. It just burns and the room looks different. Don't think about the path you almost took. In quiet times, you'll want to because you'll be curious about what it might have held. Let it go all the way. Lot's wife looked back at the city that was on fire as if she still owned something in it. She didn't own anything there. And you don't own anything on that old road either. You have your whole life ahead of you on the path you picked tonight. And every look back gives you the strength you need to move forward. I want you to remember this day in your heart, not with noise. The way my ancestors stacked stones by a river so that future generations would wonder what happened there. This place saw something happen. You were told not to do that and you did. You came when called in the years to come. When you start to doubt whether I really did talk to you, come back to this stone. Feel it. Don't forget it will clear up your question. Now, please accept my blessing, for there are more things I do before I send my kids out. I wrap them up and send them. I bless what you've made. May it do well when the time is right. I bless you as you leave and as you come in. May the way be clear in front of you and behind you. Good health to your mind, strength to your body, peace to your sleep, and quiet happiness in your home. No tongue can curse what I have blessed. And no plan can get to what I protect. I'm not going anywhere until this voice stops. That's all I need you to know. And the one I need you to keep the most. I'm still here with you even after you stop hearing me. I will be with you in the morning that's coming up. And every morning after that, I'm in the room with you where decisions are being made. In the talk you've been dreading, in the step you're going to take this week that no one else knows about. Before you heard me, I was with you. I'll be here for you when you forget to listen. My child, I am not a guest in your life. I am the base of it. So get up from this moment changed. Don't walk as fast as your excuses or as slowly as your fear. Every time they stand in the same doorway, pick peace over stress. Quickly let go. Forgive everything. Every day, trust me. Also, make sure your lamp stays full. There are people on the road in front of you. It is ready to go. And the person who made it is in front of you now, as he always has, straightening out the bumps. I give you this word in love with my own hand on it to make sure it's true. What was said here won't fall apart. Send this video to your family and friends before you leave. Sharing this prophetic word will bring about a breakthrough which you can then share with your network. You never know who might need to hear this right now. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry. When Jesus says give and heaven will open over you on this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. Beloved, stand up now and answer your God. Put your amen of faith on everything I've said over your life today if you believe it. Let people know that you are taking steps to get in line. Say, my path is prepared, in the comments below to show that you trust the path I've set out for you. Rather than I hope it's prepared, but instead my path is prepared. Be sure when you say it and watch heaven move to help you. We only get help from viewers. Follow the link or scan the QR code to get content that is only available to members. Let's think about this deep truth before we finish this powerful story. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment that was made just for you, for your safety and faith. There is a link in the description and pinned comment that leads to a community. This is where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise based on the Bible. You can join a holy group of believers who share your beliefs by going to the site right now. When you join one of our membership levels, you can immediately access powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that no one else can see. Right now is your chance to enter a safe place where you can get spiritual help, constant support from our prayer wall, and quick progress toward your destiny. Don't miss this chance to change your fate. There's a breakthrough waiting for you. Use the unique link in the description to become a part of our inner circle. This is how you can be sure you never miss the spiritual warfare tools and personalized messages that are meant to make your life better. The link to deepen your connection is in both the pinned comment and the description, so you can click on it whenever you want. Our guided ebooks and Bibles can be found in the pinned comment for those who want to take this work home and make it stronger. You have the power to change the world. Whether you become a member or use our tools to plant a seed, do it. Your plenty is waiting. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.